Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. So I did like a 30-minute video. I don't know how I managed to put the microphone was on the floor. Not paying attention. All right, so I'm just like flowing today, man. It is just coming gangbusters at me. Oh, you guys love this subject. Okay, manifesting. Everything's about manifesting, because everything is manifesting. We're always manifesting. That's all we ever do is manifest. All right? Always. That's all you're ever doing. So why doesn't some manifesting work? I'm going to tell you some really critical piece to this. How do you know if you're manifesting the things you desire or not? How do you know? If you're finding it difficult at all, if you're having to put any thought into it, if you're using any kind of human tactic at all, you're not manifesting what you desire. Because by doing that, you're believing that you don't have the power. You're believing that a certain thing that you do is going to get you the stuff. A certain meditation you do is going to create it. A certain action is going to get it to you. And guess what? That's you not believing that you have the power to create it. And if you don't believe you have the power, you can't create it. That's just the laws of the universe. That's you sending your message, I can't do it. I need something else outside myself. So if you're struggling with it, guess what you need to work on? So how do we switch it, right? Well, how do we correct this? You have got to go into that meditation state over and over and over again and know that I have to have this, or I'm not happy because of this. I'm not grateful because of this. It's all got to go. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to say, oh, well, here's the answer. Boom. The challenge is let it all go. Let it go. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want in your life? You want to be happy. You don't want a stack of money. You want the happiness and the joy and the freedom it's going to give you, because you won't have restrictions in the material world. When you leave this, let's say, this request up to the universe, which is you, it will create whatever is best and highest for you. And sometimes that's coming to you and you don't know it, so you think you're not getting what you're supposed to. And it's the step that's needed for you to progress to get those things that you want. But people fight it, and then they go against it, and they stay in this mode of learning, of having to progress, because they don't think that they should be, experiencing certain challenges. When you get past them, the floodgates will open. When you're sitting there trying to figure out how to manifest, don't bother. It's not going to happen. Manifesting is easy. When it's easy, and you guys have experienced it, you guys are sharing some awesome stories. When it's easy, that's when you're manifesting, because you know you don't really have to put much effort into it. Why? Because you're coming from a place of total belief, total control over your own actions and reality. You know it. You know you have access to this. Why? Because you have access to all of it. You really do. You are it. You have free will. What do you want to create? And if you're focused on the car or the house or whatever, nothing wrong with that. But if the intentions and the feelings behind it are me, material world, probably not going to show up. It's connecting to a negative energy. Ooh, I just got a really bad negative vibe when I said that. All right, so I want to share this with you. I want to switch over. I want to get that energy out of here. How do you get past the challenge of wanting something, manifesting, feeling the lack, working hard at it, how do you go into that place of just knowing it's done and manifesting is easy? Here's one way to do it. Go into giving mode. Giving is anything that contributes to the collective consciousness in a positive way. Right? So giving can be doing something at work in a job that you hate, and just being such a happy person that people want to be around you. Giving is every day just doing things for people. Giving is when you want to manifest something, other people will benefit from it. It's not just always about you. And because what's going to happen is, you know, that vacation and the tennis shoes and all the stuff I've been manifesting. Oh, by the way, something else just showed up that wasn't supposed to be here for a few months. So giving is basically your life revolves around everything and everybody, including yourself, being happier and joyful in a positive way that doesn't have to do with material goods. The material goods will support that. The abundance comes with that because that is the giving, abundance, prosperity mode, and all this stuff shows up. The wealth shows up. The home that you never thought you could have shows up. Why? Because it's not the purpose. It's not the core of what you want. What you want is just joyful, sharing, loving. And all the abundance flows from that. So ask yourself if what you're trying to manifest is just about you. If you focus on, I want to be in the highest possible position of joy, abundance. And see, the problem is you're all going, oh, well, it's not a problem. The challenge is you're all going, yeah, but I really do want that. I really do want to. Yeah, that's okay. If your intentions are joy, sharing, caring, and if you're so focused on that thing, then and you're stressing about it, you're trying to manifest it, let it go. You've got to start working on some other things. You've got to start asking yourself, why am I so focused on that making me happy? I need to go in here and get this right. And all that stuff starts to show up. In fact, 9 times out of 10, you don't even want it anymore. And something else shows up that blows it away. I've had that happen a lot. It's like, whoa, I didn't even imagine that. Because I don't need it anymore. I don't need it to make it. It's like something I'm like, I like it. Oh, I like that or whatever. And then boom, it shows up. You're like, oh, well, it wasn't the be-all, end-all of my joy. But holy cow, it just showed up. Why? Because I just know it's part of my creating, my ability to create my reality. I just know it's there, and but I'm not relying on it to make me happy. Because when I do that, I'm coming from a stressful, negative, I don't have lack mode. Right? So, manifesting needs to be easy. How does it become easy? You go into a place of joy and giving. You're raising your frequency in the planets. And then all this stuff just manifests because you're connected to such a high frequency. Manifesting is so easy. It's so easy. And when things don't happen the way you want them to, you're not stressing about it. You go, oh, you're accepting of it. You go, okay, something else is happening right now that I don't understand, and that's okay, and you relax. And then you get the vacation or the shoes or whatever shows up. Manifesting needs to be easy, and if you're not feeling that, you need to back up, look at what you're trying to bring in your life, how you feel about it, and what's the intentions. Is this just you on the material, me? Oh my gosh, I just got I got an email from somebody who wanted me to get somebody to give them money, or I think they were asking me for money, to start a business. I said, and they used to own a business. I said, didn't you used to own a business? What? And they said, everybody should be giving. Everything's about giving. They should be giving. People should be giving. What was she doing in that email? All she was doing was asking and telling everybody that they should be giving to her. That's not giving. That's not her just giving. That's her expecting and then dictating and judging other people that they should give. Giving is something we do freely. It's not something to be expected from other people. Nobody owes you anything. Give freely. And if you don't get anything back, that's okay. That was their choice. That's not the intention of your giving. Everything that you do when you're manifesting should revolve around a loving, giving contribution in some way. And if you're just about the me, 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 it's going to be really tough to pull that into your reality. And you might pull it off because you truly believe you can do it. But that's not going to create the kind of world and the joy and the happiness that you want. And you're going to really struggle with bringing those things into your reality. So ask yourself, the things that I want them for myself. Of course I want them for myself. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I want it because I want to be able to give. No, you want it because you want to enjoy life. And that's okay. It's okay to feel that and want those things. It's okay to be joyful in the wonderful things that material world gives you. We feel guilty about that if we don't have some giving, thoughts behind it. But if you're in the mode of just wanting to get, you need to start to work on this. And then eventually the things you want to manifest will be focused on the greater good. Me as a wealthy person is definitely much more powerful than me being broke. Unless you're learning a lesson. I shouldn't say that it's less powerful. It's not less powerful. It's just more enjoyable. Let's put it that way. Being broke could be the most powerful place if you're going to learn something incredible from it. But if you're done doing that, then go ahead and come from the place of joy and love and giving and know that manifesting is easy. It's easy. If you're struggling with it, you're coming from lack and desperateness and all these other feelings. Does that make sense? I know it's tough because we're all like, we want things. We're uncomfortable. We're suffering. You don't have to suffer. Be okay with where you are. It's exactly where you're supposed to be. I know, it's tough. We get uncomfortable. We create a story in our head. I don't want to be here. I don't want to feel like this. I want certain things. If I had this and that, I'd be okay. And then you'd get there and then you'd want something else, trust me. You know that. We've all been there. So, manifesting, if you're struggling with it, then when you are finding it easy, you're not struggling with it, it's easy, then you're coming from that place of gratitude. Why? Because you know you have everything. You know you have access to everything. You know it's going to happen. You're a joyful person. You're a giving, loving person. You're not thinking just about yourself when you go into it. You're thinking of just enjoying that whatever thing that you want, and that abundance flows to everyone, and you're going to share abundance. You're going to give when you can, and you're going to give in whatever way you can, whether it's, like I said, a smile or whatever you do for a living. Oh, I'm going to do one about what you do for a living. So, relax. Don't try so hard. Think abundantly. Know that everything's accessible to you. You don't have to work at anything or have, light the candle. You saw my meditation, lighting the candles and stuff. It works if you believe it works. But you can do that without all the candles, all the incantations and stuff. But that is still energy and power. You wield it. At all times, with or without the candles, you can manifest. And relax. It's easy. Come from a giving mode, contributing to this world. Put that ego and the me, me, me aside, and then that abundance will flow. And if that person who wrote me an email wasn't coming from I need a sponsor, can you help me? I need money, I'm broke, I'm this, can you help me? I need. It was not coming from what can I give to this world in order to receive? It's okay to want to receive. What can I give? What can I contribute? So if I need a sponsor for a company, what can I give? Wow, what if I showed up with this killer business plan? And I studied and learned how to do that, put one together of a really well-organized one. And I came to somebody and said, here, I have this really great idea. I would love to present this to you. Here's what I'm going to do. If you'll contribute the money, I will do all of this, and you will own this company with me. And you do all this work, and you put all this effort in, and you show this person, this is what I'm going to give you, so that they'll want to give. But we don't. We're like, you need to give me, you need to. Switch that thinking, switch it, and the world will be your oyster. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend, and miracles, of which you create whenever you choose, whenever you believe. Namaste.